Per my sponsorship agreement with Under Armour, I'm not wearing my jacket today so that you can proudly see the Under Armour logo. Whatever, Casey. Also, per the usual, I'm an evil person. I've decided to have lighter above my head so that I just have like these shadows over my eyes. It's been a couple weeks since I made a video. Why? Well, I'm super depressed. So let me just walk those of you that went around through my last couple of days. Basketball fan, so I got the Jazz going. Thursday they lose. Friday they lose. They get blown out by a mediocre team from the East. On that same time going on, we have this whole thing in France. I love my Frenchies. I love my Paris. I was on the verge of tears multiple times. Saturday night, my Utes lose. Our best player fumbles at the 50-yard line, costs us the game and chance at the playoffs, and we no longer control our fate in the Pac-12 South. Saturday morning, I wake up and my team is crap. At least we're up 6-3. And then, we're up 6-3. Jameis Winston going into the freaking end zone, fumbles the ball. He's running. He's out of the pocket, and one guy happens to turn a wide receiver when the quarterback's out of the pocket like that, probably within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage as well. And guess what? They throw a freaking flag. That is bullcrap. And on top of that, if he wasn't past the line of scrimmage, then it was holding on a receiver, which means they get the ball first and goal from half the distance, not at the 1 yard line, half yard line. Jameis Winston runs it in. Des Bryant doesn't even try for the ball, and I lose. Then Peyton Manning decides to throw 4 interceptions. Jeremy Hill decided he doesn't know how to run the ball. Emmanuel Sanders gets out of the game because they're blown out. Why risk any further injury? I'm in a bad mood at this point. I have 2 things left going for me Sunday afternoon. I got the Jazz against the Hawks. And I got those sons of bitches over there in friggin' New England. Oh my god. So we're 2-7, the Cowboys are. Our only chance now is to win out. Go 7-0. Luckily, we get Romo back, but we need some help. We need the Giants to go for 4-3 in their last 7, including this last game. And I need so 4-2 going forward. But I'm sitting here on a Sunday afternoon trying to enjoy my football, and what do I have to do? I have to root for Tim Brady. I've rooted for him to do a single thing except for die. I've rooted for him to die because he's a cheater and a whiner. Oh my goodness. And they give the lead. I mean, it's the Giants who are terrible. They blow it, thankfully, and give the ball back to Tim Brady with enough time to go kick a field goal. Hey, Tim Brady, try not sucking. That's it. That's all you have to do is not suck. What does he do? He throws a freaking interception. I'm walking away, running up the stairs, cursing his very existence once again, that all I had to do was have him win one stupid game that I'm rooting for him so that my Cowboys have a chance to beat the Giants in the division, and Tim Brady throws an interception that 2 people could have picked off. I'm ready to just fly to Foxborough and stab him. Fortunately, the guy hits the ground, hurts his back, drops the ball, incomplete pass. Oh, I felt so dirty. I was sick, literally sick, that I'm celebrating the lesser of 2 evil things. There's no such thing as lesser. If it's Tim Brady, there's only evil. So thankfully my Cowboys still have a chance, which is probably the only reason that Tyler's still alive. And the Jazz won. DeAndre Hopkins saved me a little bit on Monday night, maybe some money on DraftKings. Not a lot, but saved me. Yeah. It's nearly a really rough weekend. My fantasy team's complete crap at this point. I don't know what's happening. I get Romo back. Hurrah. Sanders, I don't know if he's going to be anything with Osweiler. Hearns is injured. I'm in trouble. But, hey, at least I traded away Sharknado. Shouldn't have done it. Didn't want to do it. Felt I could take the risk. Whatever. But for those that haven't seen, we have this wonderful little cornhole set that we regularly play with. We do it by the fire, and that's precious. It's a great time for everyone. Watching the TV, playing some cornhole. Everyone's always welcome to come over on Sunday. We get pizza if other people besides Clinton and Tyler show up. They've had enough pizza. So, Tim pays attention to this. Jeffrey pays attention to this. Newell pays attention to this. Where are we at? 3. I pay attention to this. Tyler, Clinton, Aaron, Casey. See, I always run into whoever you people are. Simonis. Malkovich. And one other one. But there's one person I know that isn't going to watch this. Oh, Dwayne's the other one. Dwayne's going to watch this. But Lucas isn't. Lucas, I'm going to speak directly to you. No one else tell him this. Lucas, if you do not respond to this video, you're out of the league. You have 1 week to respond to this. Otherwise, next year, you're done. We mock you because you sit there and say you work 16 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's bull crap. All you have to do is dedicate at least a little bit of time to this league, and you've done nothing. So, we have some requirements for you. All of us need you to participate more. It's going to start on this video. If you don't watch it, don't respond, no one give him any warning, he's done. That's why I post these things, so people watch them and can complain about them. For the rest of you, well done. I'm sorry my videos haven't been coming out. Depression, sure. Laziness, why not? Sitting in front of a fire, being snuggled up with my onesie, my purple onesie. Yeah. Just basking in the glory of being Commissioner of the Week. I don't just want to be Commissioner of the Week. And gentlemen, can we change saying Commissioner? Let's say award-winning fantasy football Commissioner. Because Commissioner of the Week sounds so finite, like so restricted to a single period of time. I feel like I'm an award-winning fantasy football commissioner. Let's call me that from now on. We're an award-winning fantasy league. Anyway, put a poll. Just wondering when you guys want to get together for our cornhole game. Hopefully people are in town. I know Malcolm's kind of not, so we'll have to do some replacements, actually get 12 people in the picture. But we need to do a cornhole game here pretty soon. Get a picture, eat some pizza, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, to the recaps. Oh, goodness. Look at these fantastic standings. Jeffrey, okay. All right. Okay. Let me just cover something real quick. Jeffrey, you do not deserve to win the league. As a matter of fact, there's this little thing called karma. Look into it. Your season last year is going to prohibit you from winning this year. You might have a decent team. You might have gotten one of the best trades out there by getting rid of A.J. Green and getting Gurley. But guess what? You were such a bad manager last year, and it's such a horrible job that you're going to lose. Clinton, you don't deserve to win either. Anyone who literally gives the championship away like you has a permanent ban from the Karma Gods from winning anything for the next 3 years. Banned. Ricky, you can't win in your first year. Banned. Who else is out there? Anyone who rides their quarterback every year, and that's his only fantasy success, can't win. Dwayne, banned. Tyler, Casey. We have our first 2 eliminations. Casey, gone. Loses to Aaron, he's out. He needed to get to 5 wins, and not have everyone had to have 4 people not get to 4. Guess what? 8 people at 5 wins. That means Casey's out. I'm second lowest score, and I'm up by like 150 points. Casey, done. He's out of there. Tyler, well, we all know. Lucas is obviously done because I don't even think he's paying attention to fantasy football anymore. Takes him out. You know, that's what happens when you work 27 hours, 8 days a week. So there you go. There's 3, and then we got 3 others, man. So there's really only 6 people that can win. Aaron's not going to win. He's going to find some way to mess up this little bit of success that he's had. He's going to like pull a Ruxin and do a little too much stinker tinkering. You're going to lose. So Aaron's out. Boom. That's 7. That means we're down to 5 potential winners. Who we got? We got Newell. Wait, it's 5? Hold on. Who have I eliminated already? Dwayne. Oh, no. We're down to 4 potential winners because I eliminated Dwayne, Ricky, Jeffrey. I feel like a Republican candidate for president. 5, and I list 4 things. I'm going to eliminate 3 things of government. 1, 2, and I can't remember the 3rd. I feel like a Republican candidate for president. Let's go back to this screen. Maybe this will help me. Jeffrey can't win because of last year. Eagles, first year. Clinton, last year banned. So we got Tim who has a chance. Aaron's not. Newell has a chance. I have a chance. And Malco supposedly has a chance. Malco, I got news for you, buddy. You're out after this week. Yep. You had a good run. Enjoy Texas. You may or may not get us some seats for the Jazz game coming up at the Viv. Whatever it's called. Your arena name is stupid, Malco. Work on it. At least down to 3 people have a chance to win this thing. Newell, Timothy, and Pookie. I'm making the playoffs. I'll probably be playing Jeffrey in the first round. No, I'll probably end up playing Clinton. That's probably what's going to end up happening. Anyway, so I've got a chance. Newell's got a chance. And Tim's got a chance. You know what? Tim can't win because his team's an atrocity. An atrocity. Newell can't win because he traded away his best player. So let's see. Can't win due to karma gods. Can't win because it's his first year. Can't win because of last year. Team is just completely worthless. Doesn't deserve to win because he has 1 player and that's it. Still doesn't know what he's doing because he's going to do the tinkering. Trade away his best player. Not going to make the playoffs. Pretty sure he doesn't know what fantasy football is. And already eliminated from contention. Well, it just leaves 1. And you know who that is? This guy. That's right. Say hello to your once and future champion, as well as your commissioner. All right, let's get to this last week and talk about how crappy it was. Scoreboard! All right, look at this, 57.1. That's my 3rd time being the lowest scoring team. That's just an atrocity. Ugh. Ugh. Hey, look at you, Ricky, 2nd lowest scorer. You're terrible. No, losing all those players, that's painful. Trust me, I know. All right, way to go. The absolute lowest score in the history of our league, Peyton Manning. Thank you very much. You're awful. It doesn't matter, though, because I lost by 22, and this was only a 17-point swing, so it didn't matter. Still lost by 5. Why? Because Jeremy Hill can't get more than 20 total yards, and Emmanuel Sanders sat out. Otherwise, I beat Team and I'm in the playoffs, but that's fine. Marshawn Lynch, DeMarco Murray, decent trade, but you're starting Corey Brown? Yeah. Devontae Freeman comes back. You have 3 running backs. You can start with Randall Cobb and Rishard Matthews. Who's your other wide receiver? You have no wide receiver. Your quarterback's inconsistent. And your tight end is reliant on touchdowns, which he doesn't always get. So, yeah, you're not doing great. But you beat me last week. It is what it is. My team was complete crap. Whatever. Moving on. Oh, look at that. Aaron Rodgers scores some points, and Dwayne wins. He also happened to be going as a truly crappy player. Now, I offered Malco a trade. Peyton Manning, so he could put in for Hoyer. I was giving him to running back. He would have done worse this week with Manning, obviously, but my trade wasn't terrible. But I think it's funny that he's starting Brian Hoyer. That's just That's just funny. He's going to need a new quarterback this week. Take that, Malco. I don't know who I'm playing against, but I'm playing against somebody. And it's awesome. I guess Hoyer could come back. But yeah, Rodgers, yep. Stewart had a decent game. Theo Riddick. If you're starting Theo Riddick, you're not going to win anything. Brandon Cooks isn't scored 2 touchdowns every day. Brandon LaFell, though, all of a sudden has some value. Too bad he can't catch the ball. Demaryius Thomas with Osweiler. Yeah, you're in trouble there. Barnage with Johnny Manziel. I wonder what's going to happen there. So you'll be starting Martellus Bennett and James Jones. That's fantastic. Congratulations. You're still going to lose. Your team's no good. Malco, I'm sorry, buddy. You're going to miss the playoffs. I'm the Manning, eliminating the former champion. Let's just all give Casey one gigantic hand for laying a complete crap fest of a team the year after he wins the Triple Crown. The only saving grace that he has is that Tyler needs to win another game this year to pass him. Look at that, though. Blake Bortles, huh? Oh, that's a little brutal, isn't it? Let me do something real quick. How much did I lose by? Oh, that's brutal. For those that aren't paying attention, the difference between Blake Bortles, who I traded for Peyton Manning, is 22 points, which gets me the win this week. Congratulations, Pookie. That's true trades that truly cost you. You're a moron. Jeremy Langford, not going to get you 34 points every week, so Aaron is in trouble because this ain't happening a lot. And once Fat Forte's back, that's completely done. McFadden, sure, he'll be decent with Romo. He's not getting 32 points every week, and you have no secondary wide receiver because you have no idea what to do there. Your second wide receiver is terrible. Your other running back is just going to be awful. You should have traded for Starks. Then at least you'd have a starter once Forte's back, but you didn't. So you'll make it to the playoffs, but you'll lose. Casey, I'm going to come in and steal the belt out of your house when you don't know about it. But look at Aaron getting a 60-point win. Makes sense. All right, where's my switch? Trade away his best player. Boy, that would have been nice to have a decent running back here instead of Charles Sims. Like Frank Gore. You had Todd Gurley. Yeah, I don't know what to say to you. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Guess you didn't have any wide receivers. I mean, Jeffrey's decent. Had a bad week, but I don't know. Sorry, Noel. You just can't win when you trade away your best player. Which I might have done with Sharknado, but who knows. Derek Carr. Yeah, there you go. Little Carlos Williams. Look at this Sharknado-ness. Man, I should have kept him. Look at that. 20, 18, 30. That's dirty. Brandon Marshall. Meh. Mike Evans. Doesn't know how to catch a touchdown, but hey, get your yards. 126. Broncos D, worst game of the year, and it's not close, right? Oh, look at that, 7-0. Maybe they're not all that great. Makes you feel better. San Diego, Oakland, and Pitt may not be terrible playoffs, so you may not finish the worst team. That still goes to Casey. All right, Jeffrey versus Ricky. This is for first place, and Ricky, what's the word? Laid an egg. Second fewest points this week. Really, really seeing some damage happen to his team. Willie Seaton, nothing. Julian Edelman, out. Chris Johnson, falling off. Justin Forsett, falling off. Chris Ivory, yeah, that's pretty decent, but yeah. All those injuries. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. This team is just done for. He had a good run. We've seen it before. We'll see it again. Started strong, faded quickly. And Jeffrey gets lucky to get the victory. Shock of shocks. Carson Palmer, good. James Starks, up and down. Todd Gurley, absolutely. Fitzgerald. What was this whole... You were dumb with your trade. You're going to cost yourself because you traded like the Martavis. Yeah, you were dumb, Jeffrey. You're going to cost yourself again because of your trades. Oh, my goodness. What? You know, we're not even a good league. You people are absolutely an atrocious set of fantasy football players. Ugh. Lucas lost. There's a shocker. Cam Newton, LaShawn McCoy, CJ Spiller. He started CJ Spiller. I mean, come on. It's him or Chris Polk or DeAnthony Thomas. He has nothing. He starts Marvin Jones. Like, where did you spend your money? LaShawn McCoy, Cam Newton, Calvin Johnson. All right, there you go. That's it. Were you even paying attention during the draft? And then, of course, Clinton blows him out because Clinton's got a decent team. Wasn't even the biggest victory of the week, though. Tim Brady. Oh, my gosh. I could have killed him. Ingram, his team's turning down. Bernard, he's... Ugh. D'Angelo Williams, this could get scary if he's already starting to hit that old mark. But we still have Allen Robinson and Odell Beckham. Oh, and Gronk. There's also that guy. So there you have it. A little recap. Going to the standings. I want to point a couple things out. Number one, I am second lowest points scored. Yay for me. I will make the playoffs over somebody who's a higher scorer than me, most likely Malcolm. Tyler, Lucas, and Casey are all out. Newell's in. Malco's out. Look at that. Aaron just moving up that scoreboard. But, everyone's got a long ways to get to Clinton, apparently. But, hey, look at that. 5 wins gets me there. One more. When I beat Malco this week, I'm in the playoffs. If I don't, and Malco wins, then I need Newell and Aaron to lose this week so that one of them loses next week and I beat Casey so that I make the playoffs. So I've got some chances still at the playoffs, but it's not looking good. Anyway, that's what we call a terrible recap. I don't know how long this video is. We'll see. You just listen to it all. I don't know. But I do appreciate, for those of you who waited this long and who didn't just listen to me talk about their team, I appreciate you listening. I appreciate your commentary. The only reason that this league is any fun for me is when you people talk. So when Newell's like, well, we have to put this post up there because you're not saying anything. I won't say anything if you people all post weekly. I'd like you all to have something that you did on a weekly contribution. Tyler was doing it until his team turned to complete crap. As assistant to the fantasy commissioner, I expect a little bit more out of him. However, I do forgive him for having such a crappy team and crying himself to sleep. I mean, depression, people. Clinton's actually going to do something interesting. He pointed that out. He's going to post something on the League Weekly. But I would just like a little something, like a little, hey, this is my thing. This is what I'm going to do on a weekly basis. Everyone kind of think is something you can contribute. Clinton's going to say, hey, this is the lineup I would have set, and see if he actually sets a better lineup than the people. Shouldn't take too much time. Maybe if you want to do like, hey, these are the players that I would set for our DraftKings lineup. That's also the case considering this is the last year we're going to have DraftKings. Let's be honest, that bad boy's going away. But yeah, I'll get to the preview later on. This is just a recap. Me talking. I'm still upset about the weekend. I mean, Tim Brady. And when he blew that game, when he threw that interception, I'm trying. So I went to this Taco Bell by our house that literally takes forever. If the definition of normal timeline in a fast food restaurant is 10 minutes to get your food, a long time is 20. Decades is 30 minutes, and anything beyond that is forever. This literally takes forever every time you go there. 45 minutes I'm waiting in line. 3 other cars. That's it. It's not like there's like 17 cars lined up and I'm trying to... Anyway, this is... the Tim Brady thing, and I have to root for that. The Cowboys just lost. These other 2 jackballs are sitting downstairs being lazy, not doing it. I almost reached in and strangled him. I wanted to stab the guy. I'm like, hey... 45 minutes is too long. This isn't the only time this has happened. This happens every time I come. You need to speed up. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, guys. And when I was ordering food for 3 people, is that everything? Ugh. What else can I get you? I was as close as tap. Now, the guy works in a fast food restaurant. Always just having people coming through, just getting fat. Doing the same thing every day. I get it. It's mundane, it's boring, etc. So I feel bad for him. But on a particular occasion, Anyway, so that's a call for everybody. Try and think of one thing you can do. Aaron's got his memes. I don't know if I'm for it, but you know what everyone else is, so whatever. You can stick with the memes. But everyone kind of get your thing. Casey, your thing doesn't need to be losing. You can choose a different thing.